Hey there, I just wanted to show you some skeletal techniques. I just did a cartoon with the dog here. If you didn't see it, check it out. Notice I'm just using any pencil. That's part of my method. You can grab whatever pencil you have around you. Don't use, oh, I don't have the perfect pencil as an excuse not to draw. So an example of, like, if you need to draw a character, I mean, if the character's easy enough, you can get away with just drawing shapes. Like a big circle for the body, a big circle for the head, ovals for the legs. But sometimes the character's a little bit more complicated, a little bit longer. So for example, you want a character that's more humanoid standing up. You draw a line, skeletal line. Notice I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that line, right? Real light. Curved. And there's my cross. I always use the cross for the shoulders, torso. And this will go into legs. So it's basically like a stick figure. The only thing is that you should do another smaller line going across for the hip. And maybe draw some lines going off that. But these can be the inner thigh lines, so that's fine. So you can see already where I'm going to put a head of a character. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So here, notice I'm drawing real light, so I can always kind of sketch over everything. I'm not committing to a permanent line. Alright. In this case, the character is very humanoid. Male or male-esque. And I'll just kind of connect the torso right there. Okay. And another skeletal line, just a curved line for the arms. I recommend you buy one of those wooden dummies to draw like little wood model figures from Michaels, or the plastic ones from Art S. Buck. You can pose them and get used to drawing human anatomy with those and in different positions of characters. So there we go. So for this case, I'll draw my comic book character, Rage, right? And he's humanoid, but he's cartoony, and he's a bear. He's a bear man, or Minch, as some Native Americans like to call them, if I'm pronouncing that right. So he's got the bear ears, line for the brow, and he's got the bear nose. Okay, and he has the bear hair, mutton chops, I like to call them, curved. And I'll add musculature to them. But you guys see what I'm getting at. I'm not gonna finish this drawing. This is just a loose sketch to show an example of how just simple lines, like across the torso and the shoulders, are something to build off of. And then everything else is like shapes over that. Okay, so I don't care if you're drawing Snoopy or a superhero kind of person. Most of the time you're going to be drawing like some kind of skeleton with them. And unless they're real easy like this, like the Bubble Boy that I drew in one of my previous examples in one of my Michael classes. Or a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is pretty darn easy to draw. I put a shoe. Bottom of his shoe right there. He's got a hat on. Big circle nose. right? These are his pants. Maybe he's got some overalls. Kind of Mario-esque. You know, something like that. Where you don't necessarily need, you know, a line for a spinal column or something to, you know. I recommend you start doing characters like this, because this takes a little bit more practice and work. If you want to be challenged and go ahead and start drawing like that torso cross line, you can. But there you go. As always, if you like this video, smash the like button. And yeah, tell me in the comments, like, hey, what you'd like to learn or what you're struggling with, and I can start to tailor my videos a little bit like that. Alright, got some things in the pipeline, got some things I'm developing, looking at doing some short films pretty soon. Some short films. I'm talking maybe 1 minute to 5 minute films. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm looking at making a lot more of these in the studio.